Just as I get to Cabot House, I find that his sentry bot is engaged with some rust devils, which is very convenient for me. I'm going to help them out. I don't know if they even need my help, frankly. But it's a good chance to use the old poison sniper rifle. Oh. Oh, that's not very nice, is it? Enjoy your poison. Yep, you're dead. And so are you. Oh, it sounds like... Oh, you have something... What? No, I swear you just had something legendary on you. No, I obviously missaw it. It was a plus sign. I think the sentry bot has overheated, but he did the job. So we get to take all their stuff. Not that they had anything spectacular. You alright?
Stay off the grass.
That's good. Ooh, okay, one of them does have a legendary weapon, and it is a penetrating combat shotgun. That is beautiful. I will have to fix that up and replace my existing combat shotgun as soon as possible. But we have come to Cabot House in order to complete his particular quest, and then we'll be able to get the Charisma Bobblehead as a part of that. This is a multi-part quest, so we may be some time.
Go away.
Okay.
Don't have the key. I'm here to talk to Jack Cabot.
Oh, it's you. Good. Come on in.
Thank you.
Jack, the new gal is here.
One moment. I just have to...
He'll be right with us.
Oh, damn. Clearly, I'll need to adjust the mixture. Hello. Welcome to Cabot House. I'm Jack Cabot.
Hi. Pleased to meet you. Stop walking. You keep walking out of my
Pleased to meet you, Jack.
point of view.
And I am very pleased to meet you. Edward finds it tiresome, but I always like to know personally everyone who works for me. Please, have a seat. How about a drink? Edward.
Yeah,
a good
sounds
bourbon,
good.
Eh?
So, what am I here for?
Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time
Don't
for...
interrupt, Edward. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
I damn well hope so, because there's very little here on Earth.
The universe is a big place. Anything could be out there.
Wonderful. Most people's minds are too narrow to admit the possibilities of an infinite universe. But I'm not talking about flying saucers and little green men. I'm
Really?
talking about
'Cause
the hidden history of our planet.
I literally
The
saw
very
one
origins
overhead
of
earlier.
Human civilization. Ancient powers that modern science, even at its pinnacle, could barely begin to comprehend.
Okay, you're starting to go a little bit off the rails. Just tell me what I'm here for.
I'm really just here about the job.
I'm sorry if I'm rattling on. I sometimes forget not everyone finds these things as compelling as I do. I'll leave you to Edward. He'll be your immediate supervisor. But remember, I'd love to chat more about this when matters are not so pressing. Welcome to the family.
Okay, you're officially hired. Congratulations.
Camera? You gonna sort yourself out? That's, No, you're going to follow Jack. Okay, this is unusual. Hi! Yeah, let's just, No, okay, we're going through a door.
Yeah, take your time.
Is this just gonna stick with him the whole time? Because this is fascinating. Yep, apparently it is.
I'm ready to get to work.
Good. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. Jack owns a facility north of the city. There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
None whatsoever. Let's just get going.
I hope you have more to go on than that.
Don't worry. I don't expect you to do the impossible. Not on your first day. You should start at Parsons State Insane Asylum. Don't let the name spook you. It's just a secure building that we're using. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
Yep, all set.
Yep. I'll see you soon with the package.
Good luck. Don't get killed on your first job.
So you own this building, this Parsons State Insane Asylum? Why don't you just name it something more friendly? Like the happy home for crazy people. And a short journey further north and we make it to the asylum. Where we just have to find Madame Maria, was it? Who is in charge? Well, she's highlighted just there, so we'll find out now.
This place is off limits. You'd best move along.
No, I've been sent.
Edward Deegan sent me. I'm looking for a missing package.
Oh, you're the new girl. So this package. Pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
Understood. I'll deal with that.
That's all I needed to know.
Well then, I guess we're done. Hey, be careful. It's weird that they're still hanging around so close. Normal raiders would have grabbed the loot and bugged out by now. It's like they're scouting the place or something. I'll be glad when you clear them out.
Got it. Not a problem. I think that's just a little bit further to the north, if I remember. Yep. So let's get going again on our continued journey. So here we are at the creamery, and we can even see some of the raiders inside. So this is the ideal opportunity for some sniping practice. That person is especially dangerous, if I remember. In fact, maybe we would be better off using our most powerful weapon to get rid of them. And then the rest of the guys should be pretty straightforward. 2 down. Still some more, but they don't know where I am. Oh, no, turns out that person's the most dangerous one. Okay, it's worth backing off. We'll retreat sensible distance, keeping an eye on the scene. They're not leaving the barn just yet. We could get a shot off on them, but honestly, I'd probably prefer to become hidden again. And there we go. And that means, provided they go back towards... Nope, they're just randomly going to fire at stuff. If they go back to the farm, or not, screw it. Oh, no, they just moved. We need to wait for a good position, and then we'll be able to shoot them effectively. Oh, back into caution, my fault. I keep forgetting how clumsy I am when it comes to stealth. Even the slightest noise brings them close. Oh god. Nope, we're safe. Hidden again. You think she'd notice the glowing red of the laser musket? Okay, we'll wait a little bit longer for her to walk away. I've lost her. It's not good. There we go. So then we just have to hold our breath and take a really good shot. And are there more of them still? I thought there were just those guys. But we're in caution. Oh god, where from? Oh, possibly there were guys up on the motorway there, the highway. Showing off my Britishness there. Okay, well we did it. We killed off these guys. Let's take the mysterious serum we've been sent to pick up. There we go. Oh, right. Mission accomplished. We can relax. And we can see what loot we got. Of course, all that effort. And frankly, it's one of the worst legendary options you can get. I'm not going to be getting the Combatana chest piece because my current chest piece is the one that gives me intelligence and charisma. So that was a complete waste of my time, really. All these guys are dead, killed with careful sniping and fighting and retreating and so on and so on. But yeah, none of it's worth anything. Oh well, back to the asylum, or Cabot House, whichever one I'm supposed to be going to.
Not acceptable. Imogen is missing and I want her found.
She's not missing, Mother.
Do you know where she is?
No, but that
Your
doesn't
sister
mean...
is missing and I want her found. What else is Edward for if not to keep
So
the
did you
family
find out
safe?
what happened
Mother,
to the courier?
Edward has better
Oh,
things to do than sending
sure,
someone out to find Imogen.
It was an ambush.
Just some raiders that ambushed him.
I don't like raiders operating so close to Parsons. I hope this isn't the start of something serious. What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
Yep, here you go.
There was only this one vial left.
Oh, good. I was afraid we wouldn't get any of it back. Here's your pay for the job. I'm throwing in a little bonus for bringing back the serum. That was good work. Now, as far as what's next. Oh, hell. I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on.
Oh dear. Getting mixed up in family affairs is never a good idea.
She's perfectly capable of looking after herself.
I can't believe you.
Is that a complete set of pool balls?
I'm not Imogen's babysitter. If she
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Jack,
15,
I'll take care of
16?
it.
15.
Mrs. Cabot, don't worry.
I think it is.
I'll send someone.
Wow.
from Imogen.
Thank you. I can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
Yep.
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, here's all we got back of the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got the rest of it, I'm sorry to
Oh,
say.
good. Finally. This will help settle Mother down.
Imogen is Jack's
What is it,
sister.
a sedative?
You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
Well, she's a free woman. She can do what she likes. But if it makes me get what I want out of this thing...
No problem. I'll bring her back.
The trouble usually isn't finding her. It's persuading her to come home. I don't know where she's gone, but I can give you a place to start. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor, at the jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
Sure, I know the place, no problem. But she sounds a bit nuts.
I'm off to find the loony sister then.
No response? Fine. Let's go. Where do we find Imogen?
Hey,
Yes.
Hugh.
Boy, we got beer. If you ain't buying beer, you ain't buying.
Well, tell me about this Imogen.
Imogen Cabot.
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Haven't seen her in a while, though. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird. Magnolia! Gal wants a word.
Oh, but I interrupted her singing, and it was so good. Oh well. Hey Magnolia, can you tell me about Imogen?
Well, what's the matter, sweetheart? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
Oh, it was lovely.
I loved the song. It was perfect.
Oh, well, thank you. A girl tries her best. Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. Ah, that's it. You have that, I'm the smartest one here and I know it posture. There's something so irresistible about intelligence, don't you think?
Well,
so what
absolutely.
brings a woman like you to my part of town?
I was here to find Imogen, but that's not an option, so... Hey, I'll get a drink.
I came here for a strong whiskey.
Charlie will be happy to hear that. I think you and I are going to get along just fine. So it's my turn to answer questions, right? What can I do for you?
Yeah, I'm looking for this woman. She's yay high, slightly crazy.
Do you know Imogen Cabot?
Imogen? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Were you a friend of hers?
Not exactly. I just need to find her.
I just need to talk to her.
Why are you looking for her, honey?
Oh, you're going to actually be difficult, are you? Her family's worried about her. Let's try that line.
Her family's worried that something's happened to her.
Well, I'm glad somebody's looking out
Hooray!
for her. She seems like a body that could use looking after.
So, tell me where she is.
Please, tell me what you know.
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Imogene, she latched on to him for some reason. I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible.
Pam, would you come over here a minute?
Who? Nobody's coming.
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No, this lady here was just looking for Imogene. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas?
Yes, that's right. The one Imogene was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey.
There we go.
You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Imogene's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella. Hello again. Something I can do for you?
That was very odd. Well, I'm allowed to flirt with you, but no,
Nothing.
I'm good.
I'll leave you to it.
Okay.
I wonder if we can get up on stage and have a sing. Nope. How disappointing. Ooh. Damn, that's not free. Well, it turns out
Another
that...
one of you mercs looking for McGreedy? He's in the back room.
No, I'm not
You're
looking for
blocking my leg,
McCready.
Val.
Although I have apparently got the quest to do it already. No, I am simply going to look at that leaflet we obtained. Pillars of the Community, I think it's called. There we go. Do you feel your life isn't what you wanted? Are you looking for a change? Come here, Brother Thomas explain the truth behind our troubled world at the Charles View Amphitheatre in the Back Bay. Revival meetings every night. All those seeking to change their lives for the better are welcome. Well, now we know what happened to Donald Trump's descendants. They started making bullshit up in the apocalypse. So, we now have a location and we can head there. Well, this is the place, and that guy is apparently hostile to me already, which is worrying. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Normal rifle ready? Who do we talk to? Well, I wouldn't exactly describe him easy on the eye.
Hey there.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
I don't really want them to be like that, to be honest. Just tell me where Imogene is.
I'm just looking for Imogene Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Imogene is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
Okay, well, I need to see her.
I just need to make sure she's okay.
You've got my word. She's fine. She's just staying in her room right now. Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
You're not holding her prisoner, are you?
No, she's not a prisoner. She's just locked in her room until she calms down.
That was a
She
creepy
was acting
change
crazy,
of camera angle.
threatening to run off. No offense, but you know how women can get sometimes.
What? You're gonna damn well let her go.
I'm going to see her, one way or another. Your choice.
Wow, you went right to throwing your weight around. I thought we were friends. If you want to see her so bad, don't let me stand in your way. Here, I'll unlock the door for you.
Damn right you will, Brother Thomas. I have no idea how that succeeded. That was amazing. Go on, take us to Imogene. This must be the only time I've not murdered all of these guys the first time I meet them. They're really annoying. Especially as they're somewhat tough to kill, but they don't have anything good on them because they've kind of given up stuff. So it's just a bunch of random clothes and shit. Go on then, let me through. Take your time.
All yours, neighbor.
Thank you. Hey, Imogene.
You must be Imogene.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
Imogene, whatever your name is. Why do I have a thing about her age? I know she's supposed to be young, etc, etc. Let's find out. We might get a bit of XP out of it.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit... younger.
How rude. Don't you know to never mention a lady's age? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
I see, so it has something to do with the way it ages you, I suppose.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It really isn't any of your business.
Damn.
And I know it was Jack who sent you. He's always trying to control me.
Well, actually it was your mother, technically.
It wasn't Jack. It was your mother who wanted you found.
I'm fine, as you can see. I was just waiting to see if Thomas would come to his senses. But since you've already gone to all this trouble, I may as well leave now. I was bored with Thomas anyway. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we got here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Yeah, it is kind of absurd, isn't it, giving up all your stuff? Come on, let's go.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, I'm not going with you. You can tell Mother I'll be along home before too long. I just need a drink first.
Fine, we'll meet you back at Cabot House. Okay, we're back in Cabot House. What's wrong?
Going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
Maybe they're pumped full of your serum? Anyway, I found your sister.
I found Imogene. She's fine.
Oh, yes, good.
Thank God. At least one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course.
Yes, please.
Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here, I hope that's the right amount. Now, we really need to focus on the current emergency.
How can you be so callous about your sister's safety?
I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
That would make sense, wouldn't it? But you seriously need to tell me what's going on with this serum, because no one's confirmed it yet.
What exactly does this
Oh
serum
my
do?
god, my head!
It's time you knew. The main benefit of
That
the
was the
serum
best
is to
graphical
halt
glitch I've
aging.
seen in a while.
My family and I are all over 400 years old. But it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage.
Sounds
so
good.
At least some of these raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
Okay, so you're really, really old. I didn't expect that. We need to get going to this place to stop these lunatics.
I think it's time you told me what's really going on at Parsons.
You're right. It's past time you knew.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling her all this?
My father...
Oh my god, my head
Captain,
disappeared again.
Confined in Parsons. He became dangerously unstable after handling an artifact he found on an archaeological dig in Arabia. He gained various seemingly paranormal powers, as well as becoming increasingly irrational and violent. In the end, I had no choice but to confine him, for his own safety, as well as ours. In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
Well, he sounds like a really fun guy. We should probably get a move on.
We better get to Parsons right away, then.
Exactly right. Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, You need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
This guy talks a lot. Look, I'll decide what to do.
I'm not that great at taking orders.
Then it's time to learn, or neither one of us is likely to leave Parsons alive. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful.
Okay, let's check.
Try not
Armor,
I love
yep.
Father at least as much
Guns,
as you do,
yep.
but you
And
know
is my
as
head
well as
still
I
on?
do that if he
This
gets
time it
free,
is.
There will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go.
Bye, Mother. We're off to stop your evil husband from evilly doing evil things. You lead the way, Jack. We just so happen to have come across a near-complete suit of T-60, including fusion core. So, yeah, why not? Let's pick it up and use that for the Insane Asylum quest. It's not terribly difficult, but not terribly easy either. I don't really remember the specifics, to be honest. Okay, I just want to point out that Jack's route to the Insane Asylum is insane! I'm so glad I got this power armor, because he just decided to go straight through the middle of the forge right here. And although that is a nice nape armor, what the heck, let's pick it up. This was totally suicidal. This place is a nightmare to get through. They have snipers on the roof, they have guys with flamethrowers and melee weapons. You can't see anything if the flamethrower guys attack you, because you're too busy trying to run away. And yeah, this was just absolutely nuts, and yet he did it anyway. Well, we survived at least, so... The journey continues! The mad journey of Jack Cabot. Oh, thank God we made it. That was a nightmare journey. We met some raiders, and then Jack decided to go into a drug den, so I went and cleared it out, and when I left, he decided to go back to Cabot House, so I had to pick him up again. And then we met Rust Devils on the way through, just to add to the fun. And then, of course, we just had the amusing walk through the middle of one of the most dangerous raider bases on the map. So, yeah, well, he's not a fun guy to walk with. Before we go in, Jack, let me just get all of your little mercenaries' weapons and armor and, well, mostly ammunition, to be honest, because it might be useful.
The door's blocked from the other side somehow. We'll have to find a way around.
Okay. I see that more of your men have died here, conveniently. Look at all this lovely stuff they have.
Edward, how badly are you hurt?
Okay, we made it to the office.
But I don't think I can get up.
You kept them from using the elevator?
Yeah. I sent the elevator down to the basement, like you wanted, and shut it down.
Good.
Shot quite a few of them before they decided to leave me alone in here. Haven't seen anybody for quite a while. I think. It's hard to keep track of time.
Are you sure you can't get up? I could really use your help.
Yeah, Jack. I'm pretty damn sure.
Yeah, you're
Well,
really
then don't worry about it. Me
friendly.
and your friend here will have to take care of things ourselves.
Yes, we will.
They've definitely
okay?
reached the
I'll
basement.
be all right.
Although I don't understand how they knew how to get past it. It doesn't matter now. You'll have to go through the abandoned part of the building.
Oh.
Looks like the Abremlin field is still functioning.
Alright,
Although
a
some of
Bremelin.
the security doors in the basement have already been breached. We'd better hurry.
Now,
if we want
Jack,
to
I'm a
stop
scientist, and I've never heard of a Bremelin before,
Lorenzo
so...
for some reason.
Are you sure you're not just, like, taking too much of that serum or something?
Got it. Let's go.
Just follow my instructions and everything will be fine.
Be careful, Jack.
Okay, well, first things first, let's get what we actually came for.
Excellent.
Beautiful. +1 charisma. Much appreciated. And you? You gonna be okay, Edward? Well, apparently that gesture is a yes. And a crystal decanter. That would look lovely on my mantelpiece. After you, Jack.
There.
So we've battled through endless waves of incompetent raiders, and we've made it to the basement. Jack, what now?
Kill everyone you see. Don't hesitate.
Kill everyone I
Can't let them
see.
release Lorenzo.
But does that include you? You're not being very straightforward with your instructions.
Those idiots are trying to shut down the Abremlin field.
Oh no.
They've been keeping Lorenzo from breaking out of there. We need to get in there and stop them.
Hello, Jack. It's been a long time since I've had the pleasure of a personal visit.
Jack, he's got a really cool
My
hat.
powers have grown, Jack. The artifact still has so much to teach me. Once I am free, I will be happy to teach you too.
You know I can't let you out until I can remove the
That
artifact.
is such a nice hat.
See, Lucifer's balls. They've locked down all the security doors. I'll have to open them one by one from here while you work your way down the hallway. Quickly now.
Alright,
You need to shut down the containment.
if you say so.
to open the
Make sure I'm on lots of health.
God damn it. I'm gonna break your skull open. You don't have the door down in 10 seconds.
I'm ready
I'll
for
be
you.
happy to show you how to get more of the serum. As soon as you let me out of here.
I'm opening the main door. Hurry! The umbrella is down.
Apparently, even the simplest task was beyond your capabilities.
Ooh, you're pretty tough. Wow. Okay, Lefty. Time for you to die. You had a little mysterious serum on you. You hiding around the corner? Okay, who's left?
Kill them quickly.
Oh, you're cowering.
Hurry. Too long before
Oh well.
nothing can hold him.
Yeah, hurrying, Jack.
It'll take some time for him to regain his powers.
Hurrying by taking all his stuff.
Don't listen to my son. He's the crazy one. You know this. Look at what he's done to me.
I built a failsafe into the containment grid. Switched the 4 Abremelin generators to manual override, and I can flood his cell with a lethal dose of Zeta radiation.
Do the right thing. Open this door and let me out.
Well, I've got to say, Jack, you have been pretty crazy. All this talk about Abremelin fields.
Just open the door.
You've just put this old man with a cool hat inside a nice cage. And I don't think you're sane. 400 years old? That's not possible. I'm sorry, I think this guy needs to
Think
be
back
let go.
on everything Jack has told you. Who do you think is really the crazy one here?
I'm pretty sure it's Jack.
At long last, you did the right thing. You'll see.
Father, don't do this.
Too late, Jack. Why don't you wait there so that we can have that little chat that's so long overdue?
Get away while you can.
Get away from
It
what?
seems Jack doesn't want to talk to his father. We'll have to kill him, you know. And all the rest of them.
Okay, you're slightly crazy. But, have you got any reward for me?
Say I do help you kill Jack and the rest of your family. What's in it for me?
What Jack stole from me, I will give to you freely. The gift of immortality. But first, I have some unfinished business to deal with. With your help, I trust. Meet me at Cabot House. I'm sure that's where the rats will congregate.
Suddenly I'm regretting letting him go. I'm not sure that was the best decision I could have made. Thank you very much. Well, we'll have to go back to Cabot House at some point. Oh crap, what the hell just exploded? Is he blowing the doors up? Is everything okay? Strange old man with a nice hat. I don't know. Well, at some point we'll go back to Cabot House, as I was saying, and I guess we'll see whether or not he is crazy. He seems pretty crazy. And this mysterious serum, well, let's have a look at it. It does give you 50% damage resistance and get rid of all your radiation and give you 5 strength, which is quite nice, I've got to say. But is it worth releasing the lunatic? It's a tough call, and one we don't have to make now, because we are done with Cabot House. I've got the charisma bobblehead I was looking for, which means we can go back to Sanctuary, fit out that shotgun, and be ready for part 4 of our complicated plan to prepare ourselves for Far Harbor. So here we are back at Fort Hagen to complete part 4 of our plan, which is to kill Kellogg. and then bring the Brotherhood to the Commonwealth. Dogmeat has waited faithfully for us here, but we're not going to bring him along. We're going to do this by ourselves. And we're going to start at the back of the fort, take out the turrets, and then proceed inwards. So here we are inside, but the place is littered with synths, so we're going to have to fight our way through them. Shouldn't be too hard, and I'll pick up when we reach the bottom of the basement. So I thought I'd point out one thing after having cleared out this first floor about a perk I recently took. If you take enough perception and take night person to level 2, you can see it says you get night vision when sneaking. And the rank after that just gives you more health. Now, this means that if the game doesn't think it's bright enough, I mean, I think I can see perfectly well in this room. Maybe if I find a very dark area, it'll become a little more obvious. It's quite dark in this corner, let's say. Then, as you sneak, the game will switch on your night vision, which means everything's quite lit up. However, this means that in certain areas, everything's incredibly well lit up. For instance, just here, it's incredibly bright because of the lantern. And I think there's an even worse example if we say, look at the lift, very brightly lit, we're sneaking, and the whole thing's just saturating. Not to mention you get a slight blur at the edge of your vision. So although it is quite useful in very, very dark areas, especially at actual night, not that night's particularly dark in the Commonwealth, then it's just a bit too much brightness increase when everything's quite well lit up. So I wouldn't recommend it as a perk, to be honest. And so we've made it to the relevant room of the basement here in Fort Hagen, and Kellogg is waiting for us, and we're going to try and kill him with a single shot from my instigating laser musket here that's now up to 5 cranks, I believe, maximum. But his friends, the synths, well, they also start attacking you. So we're going to have some mines ready for them. So let's go and have him introduce himself. Incredibly quietly, I can't hear you. Speak up. Now, his synth friends here, not very difficult to kill to be honest, but far more entertaining to kill with mines, because right now they're flagged as friendly, which means they don't set off your mines, and as soon as he goes through the speech to attack you, they will set them off, and that will entertain me to watch them die quickly. Now let's talk.
So, here we are. Funny, huh?
Funny indeed. Give me back my son.
You murdering, kidnapping psychopath. Give me my son. Give me Sean, now!
Right to it then, huh? Okay. Fine. Your son, Sean. Great kid. A little older than you may have expected. But I'm guessing you figured that out by now. But if you're hoping for a happy reunion, ain't gonna happen. Your boy's not here.
Yes, that whole thing about him being a little older is supposed to sort of confirm your theory that he's now a 10-year-old or 11-year-old child rather than a baby. But of course, it's all just a double bluff, as we'll find out later. So, tell me where he is.
Tell me where he is, damn it.
Fine. I guess you've earned that much. Sean's in a good place. Where he's safe and comfortable and loved. A place he calls home. The Institute.
Yeah, I've heard of this place, but no one knows where it is, so tell me.
So where is it, huh? This institute? How do I get there?
Haven't you been paying attention? You don't find the Institute. The Institute finds you. You open the closet, it's just a closet. You can never find the monster that hides inside.
Good metaphor.
Not until it jumps out at you. But I think we've been talking long enough. We both know how this has to end. So, you ready?
Of course, at this point you can just sort of look away and make any more preparations you might need before you engage in the fight. And one thing I will say is, I don't quite understand why Kellogg is willing to fight you at this point. Perhaps he's incredibly confident in his abilities, but he's talking like he knows that things are going to end badly for him.
Let's, talk.
And frankly, he's a mercenary, and the whole point of his character is that he's a survivor, and he's basically done horrible things throughout his life to survive. So quite why he's not willing to give the Institute up at this point in order to get away, I don't really understand, to be honest. Anyway, time for the fight. So let's just make sure the gun's loaded. 3? You can do more than 3. There we go. 5 shots. I'm ready.
You know I am, Kellogg.
And as you saw there, a mine went off, and I'm going to shoot Kellogg in the head, and he's dead, and the other mine goes off, killing the other synth. That was literally the quickest fight I've ever had against him. Sorry, Kellogg. We'll take all your stuff.
Tech. You were barely human.
I know, isn't it weird? There's his special pistol. Not too bad. Does a good amount of damage, but to be honest, probably not as good as something like Deliverer, just because that lets you get off many shots per VATS session. We'll make sure to take all the stuff we find around here, and I'll have to deal with encumbrance. And after defeating Kellogg, we now get one of the best scenes in the game. As soon as we go through this door, we'll look up to the sky and see something absolutely fantastic. Here's the musical cue. And here it is. The Brotherhood arriving in the Commonwealth.
People of the Commonwealth, do not interfere. Our intentions are peaceful. We are the Brotherhood of Steel.
Yes, they do like their dramatic entrances. Slightly more dramatic if it happens at night, but I think actually the way it tracks across the sun there is rather pretty. There are the Brotherhood, and it's very useful once they've turned up because they tend to send off vertibirds to fight raiders and super mutants. So if you have to get through certain areas or complete certain missions, there's a reasonable chance that the Brotherhood are already there killing things for you. And with that, our 4-stage plan is complete. We have visited the railroad and completed their initial quests, and supposedly joined them. We have gone to see Paladin Dance and completed sufficient quests to join the Brotherhood, who have obviously now arrived in the Commonwealth. We completed the Cabot House quest. Well, I say completed, I mean I sided with Lorenzo, and we have to resolve that later, but the important thing was I got the Charisma bobblehead. And we've defeated Kellogg, and thus brought the Brotherhood to the Commonwealth. And as far as I understand it, this means that we have had contact with 3 of the major 4 factions, only the Institute is remaining, and that will give us some potentially interesting interactions in Far Harbor. We've also taken the opportunity to level up a few times. I think we've got a reasonable selection of weapons to go by. The one area I'd say we're lacking in is our armor's pretty poor. We found a couple of legendary items that I'm sticking to for now, at the expense of 1 or 2 ballistic defense. But honestly, I was kind of hoping to get a nice set of combat armor complete by now. I guess we'll see what Far Harbor has for us, as allegedly there is a new set of armor. So, next time, we journey by a boat to Far Harbor, a few weeks later than everyone else in the world, but you know, at least I got around to it. And I hope you enjoyed watching this part. That's all for now. So long, and goodbye.